Welcome to part 4 of the ratios and observational drawing thingy. Enjoy. One of the things that I would do if I was going to relearn a thing, and this could even be just like learning a style of someone, or if you're learning how to draw a dog or something, is I would try to break down the shapes that I can move, right? So, as I mentioned before, some of the core parts are going to be the head, the torso, then the butt, or the hip, rather. But with the torso, I would actually like to extend that into the rib cage, right? And we know now that the rib cage is about half of the body. And you're like, okay, cool. And then even with some of the extra stuff that we were talking about regarding the shoulder blade and the fucking humerus? Femur? Humerus. Okay. God damn, I will learn one day. And then the radius and the ulna. And then we got the carpals. Carpals? Yeah, carpals and the phalanges, right? And we know we could just throw these down because we know it's 1 to 1 to 1. So these are going to be similar-ish. Similar-ish. And it doesn't really matter if they're like not perfect, just similar-ish, right? Then we got the femur. Then we got the shin bone. I feel like the shin bone is definitely not, if there's radius and ulna over here, it's not going to be shin bone. Let's just Google that really quick. Leg anatomy. Let's figure out what that thing's called. Is that the tibula and the fibula? Is that what's going on here? Yeah, the tibia? Tibia and the fibula. Okay. Alright. Tibia. Tibia? That sounds weird. You sure it's not tibula, internet? Are you fucking sure? Wish this was leg anatomy. Bones. Tibia. Okay. Alright. Well, that's 3 pictures of saying tibia now. Alright, so you got the tibia and the fibula. And that's so much cooler than shin. So you don't have to know that that's called the tibia and the fibula. It doesn't matter. Just fucking say the shin. People know. Then you got the foot, the carpal tarsals, those. Alright. And then you got the phalanges. Alright, and again, we know because it's 1 to 1 to 1. Alright, cool. So it's like fucking sweet, dude. This is like, if you take away the dog, boom. We know that's a dog. Look at that shit. That's a dog. Like, there's nothing else that would be than a dog. So, cool. Awesome. And it's just the building blocks of the dog. We didn't put any of the fur, any of the fluff, there ain't no ears on this bad boy, right? So, but it's the building blocks. That's how a dog is generally formed, right? So at this point, you could be like, cool, I want to make a fucking motherfucking fluffy dog. Like, you're gonna be stupid fluffy, like. I did want to mention, I'm going to kind of like throw down some shapes and stuff that you're going to see pretty quickly. And I didn't really like mention how or why I know how to use these shapes. And it's a lot of the same exact stuff I'm showing with the bones, but it comes down to the muscles or just the general shape design of certain animals, right? You'll see like common areas where muscles form or where fat is or where just like hair or fur like commonly is. And how it like falls and stuff. So this is all stuff that I've learned over the years from studying a bunch of animals and particularly dogs. But yeah, I kind of glazed over that. So literally everything that I've showed regarding the observation, just at the bone level, I would do with chunks of like actual limbs, right? So the whole shape of the forearm, the whole shape of the paw, the shape of the like fucking the bicep area, you know, like where do these muscles form, where are they, what's the kind of relations, or what area is straight, what area is like curvy against each other, all that sort of stuff. So with this knowledge and also the bone knowledge, I'm able to, you know, mock something up pretty quickly that looks good. It works, but again, it's only because I've already applied this knowledge in different levels of like study. Okay. Okay, here's his fluffy ears, and then here's his fucking fluffy ass neck. Here's the motherfucking fluff. He got some fucking crazy chest fluff. He's got a fucking... See, we're gonna like accentuate the chest fluff, but he's gonna be kind of skinny. Well, just a little skinny. He's not skinny, he's fluffy, so... Then we got a fucking nose. Then we got a fucking eyeball. Then we got... Well, this is not as fluffy as I want. Okay, more fluff. And then, like, this is the elbow, right? So we gotta remember that. So the interesting part about, like, animal anatomy is that most of their shit is, like, inside of them, right? So, like, you wouldn't actually see the shoulder blade, you might see it popping out of its back like a little bit, depending on like how you. If it's fluffy like this, no, you ain't gonna see shit of that bone. You might see the like front of the shoulder here. You might. Again, if it's fluffy, maybe not. And then it'll just kind of, you know, come out of its fucking fluffiness, like come out of its body, basically. That's the thing about fur. It kind of like hides a lot of this shit, which is not great. That's why animals are really hard to kind of understand and study. You're just like, you can't really see anything. But you could definitely understand how just by knowing generally the building blocks, you can already start to shape out whatever it is you want to do, right? And if you're making them fluffy, that's up to you. And now at this point, you'd want to research and like, okay, how does fur actually fall on a dog? Like, what is kind of realistic in terms of this? You know, you could refine some of this. Be like, yeah, I don't know about that, dude. Pull back on that. Maybe be a bit skinnier. Kind of tail we want to give him, something like that, something. Maybe he has droopy ears. Right? Maybe he's like a Saint Bernard. Maybe he's got a droopy face. Got a droopy mouth. He's a droop. He's an angry droop. Angry, floofy droop. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's just like kind of, you know, you could do whatever. You don't have to do a floofy dog. Doesn't matter. But you can see how this will like really kind of jumpstart a lot of your creations when you're making this sort of like a dog, you know, whatever. So once you get the general shape, the general idea, the ratios, you know, you're like, okay, cool. Now I want to like draw a dog in not that same pose. You're like, okay, cool. So what if he's like sitting, right? And then this is what references are for. You want to kind of keep them up, but if you don't, you can still kind of like, all right, well, he has a head. He's got a neck that's going to be similar shape to or similar size as the head. I can already probably tell you I'm drawing the head big. And then you're like, okay, cool. So now he's got like the torso part and he's going to be sitting. What am I guess facing this way, like a really fucking boring drawing. Sure. And then we're going to have like, you know, the torso. It's only going to be half though. And you know, half. And he's going to be sitting down and then hips and then 1, 2, 3. What's this foot doing? Maybe it's just doing that. And then we got the shoulder blade. We have the elbow thing. Then we have fucking radius and the ulna. Then the carpals. Then the phalanges. And then he's a good boy, right? And then you could give him cooler ears. None of these ears are cool. But from here, you could like flesh it out. Like, okay, cool. Now he's like a fluffy boy. Draw these little legs, get these little paws. And maybe his arms aren't there because they're hiding and from his body, you can't see it. And then maybe he's being cute though. So maybe, all right, we got throw the shoulder pads in. You see, I'm still sticking with this anatomy shit, right? Because that's what we're teaching. Or I guess we're teaching ratios, not anatomy. Shoulder pads, fucking femur, humerus. God damn it, dude. God damn it. I'll get it. And then we got the radius and the ulna, and then we have the little carpals, and then the metacarpals, right? Maybe now he's begging. And then he's a happy boy. Fleshing out that. Little tongue. No, he's a good boy. He's a good, happy boy. Yay! And then he's like a fucking unbalanced boy is what he is. He's gonna topple over in like any second now. This is like kangaroo boy is what he is. Good kangaroo boy. Like he just hopped. Okay, let's go with that actually. That looks a lot better. We got the hip, got the knee bone. We got the whatever. Tibia fibula. Yes. Yes. Oh, but I didn't say the humerus, the femur. Fuck me, man. God damn it. I will get it, my dudes. I will. By the end of this video, femur is the big one, the biggest one, and the humerus is the fucking arm one. God, jeez. I bring shame to anatomy people all over. Oh fuck, dropped my pen. Oh god, pen, come back! Oh god, it's gone. Oh, here. Alright. Okay, so I do want to bring up a cool thing that's just like a good habit, I guess. If you notice how I've been working, it's super rough, it's super sloppy, and it's like really quick. And that's just a really good habit. This is going to be a lot harder to do when you're working with a smaller medium like pencil or pen, like I suggest. But you could keep the same mindset, right? Even if this was like small, if I was doing this quickly, you know, I could still like, you know, really just like shit something out. And like it'll be messy and stuff, but you could always go back and refine what you want. And then you can kind of just mess with it from there. Right? I don't know. Apparently it's like a dog or something. He's looking that way. Kind of like a fox or something. And then, so now I could go in and be like, okay, cool, I like this, I guess. And then I could like go in and like really push shapes and forms and then keep what I want. This is my mocking drawing with like a pencil or like a pen. So you would want to draw light, and then you would go back, and then you can refine some of the lines that you like or not. And like, you don't even have to have it, you don't even have to clean it up. Like, cool, good. Like, if this is the point of the study, then, like, I feel like he needs another fucking foot. Get that other... where's the fucking foot guy? Should be, like, in motion. His foot would be somewhere. Can't see him. What about another other foot? Maybe he's, like... he's fucking... something, man. We need something here. We need something. We fucking... there we go. It was like kind of doing a weird like, hoppa-cha! Okay, whatever. Point being, works quick. Don't work sloppy. Try to work smart. Try to figure out what you're doing. Try to think what you're doing. And yeah, just be loose and be quick. And it kind of goes with the whole like work hard, fail fast. People are always trying to kind of drill that concept. And like, it's not a bad idea on paper. It makes sense, but at the same time, you want to make sure you are trying new stuff, you are learning. You know, you can't just like shit out the same exact thing quickly and fuck it up 1,000 times and then be like, why aren't I better, right? You actually have to be consciously doing work and consciously be studying and learning and trying new stuff and just pushing your boundaries and stuff. Do that and do it fast, and then you're gonna really improve really quickly. Anyways, yeah. Okay, I think that's actually it, I think. How long is this? Oh my god, is this more than a fucking hour? No, it's an hour! Ah, this sucks. Okay, alright. I'll probably cut down some of this. God damn it. Fuck. This is supposed to be like 20 minutes. Oh my god. I'm gonna just keep it as an hour. Oh, god damn. Fuck. Okay. As a recap, this is about drawing and ratios and stuff, and this is about probably a lot more than that. But I guess the first section was how to see, how to measure, how to take note of any of these ratios in the first place, and the second part was kind of more like, oh, now we're taking note on actual animals, how we could break it down, you know? and then break down the forms with their actual skeletons. And then the third part, which was the shortest, was like, how do we put it into use? You know, sure, we did the study, we did the understructure, but how do we put it into action now? And that was me drawing this quick doggo and this foxo, I guess. Yeah. Okay. That's probably it for reals. Yeah. Thanks for watching.